and welcome to Bottoms Down Chair Yoga for Everyone. I'm Carol and I'm so glad you've joined us today. We're coming to you from our YouTube channel, Bottoms Down Chair Yoga. And if you haven't yet, if you would click that subscribe button, we'd really appreciate it. It's free and it lets you know when new videos are posted. Also, if you would leave me a comment, I would really appreciate it. I love hearing from you guys. Today's theme is joyful. You only need your chair, and let's get started. So we're going to sit up nice and tall, and we're going to begin by grounding our feet. So I like to move forward in my chair so we're not leaning back. And we're going to start by thinking about grounding those feet nice and solidly to the earth. And what I mean by that is kind of think about there's a point behind the big toe, a point behind the little toe, and there's 2 points of the heel. And I want you to think about having all 4 of those points equally weighted on the floor with both feet. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and take a moment to ground our sits bones. We have pointy bones that hold our weight when we sit. And I want you to think about having both of those sits bones equally weighted on the chair. We're going to pull our belly button into our spine, lift your heart, but lower your shoulders. Place your hands lightly on your thighs, palms facing up. Close your eyes and just breathe. Focusing in on your breath, feeling your natural inhalation and exhalation. Begin to deepen that breath, inhaling a little more deeply, exhaling a little more completely. Now on the next series of breaths, we're going to begin to move that breath into the belly. As you inhale, the belly extends. We're filling the lungs from the bottom up, engaging that diaphragm. And as we exhale, we pull the belly button to the spine and actively push the air up and out of the lungs. Go ahead and do that a few times. And breathe normally. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your intention for today's practice. One more breath. Bring your hands back down to your thighs. Open your eyes. And give me a big smile. All right, let's drop that right ear to the right shoulder. Drop your chin towards your chest. Drop your left ear towards your left shoulder. And chin to chest. From here, let's look to the front of the room. Let's just look over that right shoulder. Go ahead and look center. And look over that left shoulder. Oh, that should feel so good. Just a few neck stretches. Go ahead and look center, and we're going to roll those shoulders up, back, and down. And reverse it. Nice. All right. Let's place our hands lightly on the thighs. Palms are facing down. Notice how wide my elbows are, okay? So let's take those elbows wide. We're going to pull our belly button to spine as we move into a cat pose, okay? Here we go. Tuck your chin, look down at your belly button, rounding those shoulders, really feeling the stretch through the shoulders and the back. All right, now we're going to lift that heart up, and we're going to turn our thumbs to the back wall into our cow pose. Let's do that again. Coming forward into that cat pose. Lifting up into that cow pose. How about we add that breath? Inhale here and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. All right. Really, really good. Beautiful. And release. Okay. We're going to move into our mountain pose. Hands are down by your side. All right, just for a little fun today, we're going to add those jazz hands. Here we go. Jazz it up. Jazz hands, right? Jazz it up. Jazz it up. One more breath and release. All right, we're going to come to those goalpost arms. Same thing. I want you to think about spreading those fingers just as wide as you can possibly spread them. Stretching into those fingers. And now we're going to have those jazz hands. We're adding those jazz hands. We've got it. One more breath and release. All right. Now remember, if you've got shoulder issues, you can be here or here. But if you want to be with me, our hands are up to the ceiling. Our shoulders are down. My palms are facing one another. And we've got mountain pose with jazz hands. Jazz hands. Let's smile and laugh at yourself, right? It's fun. Extended mountain with jazz hands. One more breath and bring those hands down. How did that feel? Was that fun? Right? I like it. I think it was fun. Okay, we're going to move into a leaning mountain now. So as we bring, now remember, if you want to stay here, if those shoulders are bothering you and you want to be right here, you are just fine. Keep those elbows bent, goalpost arms, or even down lower. It's fine. If you're with me, we're going to extend our mountain up. We're going to interlace our fingers, pointer fingers to the ceiling, and we're going to lean that mountain. Now, as you're leaning your mountain, I want you to concentrate on pressing down with this opposite hip. Okay, so I'm really pressing down on this side as I'm leaning into my mountain. Let's come up, and we're going to lean our mountain the other way. Oh, that should feel so good. Let's come up, bring those hands down. Very good. All right. So we're going to move into a crescent lunge. We're going to take that right knee, open it nice and wide. Feeling that inner thigh stretching. All right. So just hang out here for a couple of breaths. Paying attention to where those knees are. We want the knees open, kind of tracking to the toes, right? So over those, I call it the second toe, just kind of as a point of reference. Okay. Now we're going to let this knee fall down towards the floor. And maybe right here is good for you and you're feeling a nice stretch in the front side of this leg. So it's quadricep and as well as that hip flexor. Now, to get that hip flexor, if you can push your foot back just a little bit, you're going to get a little bit more of a stretch in that hip flexor. But if you do that and all of a sudden you feel like you're having to lean forward, I want you to really lengthen up, lifting that heart up. Bring your hands to your heart. And here we are in a beautiful crescent lunge. We're going to release that and we're going to do that one more time. All right, are we ready? See if you can press that leg back. Kind of back of the kneecap towards the ceiling is the idea, but gentle. We're warming up. Bring your hands to your heart. Now, let's go ahead and bring those arms to goalpost. And if that doesn't work for you, you're going to keep your hands to heart. Just gently, we're going to look up. Ever so gently. Bring your hands back to your heart. Release, face forward. All right. Now that same leg, so we just stretched the front of that leg. Now let's go ahead and stretch the back of that leg. So I'm going to extend that foot out. My toes are towards the ceiling. And my leg is as straight as I can get it without locking the knee. Okay. Now, lengthen through the spine first. Belly button is tight. We're going to let our heart fall forward. And I don't know about you, but I like just putting my hands on my thighs for a little support here. I think that for me, if I have my upper body supported, I can almost feel a little deeper stretch in that leg. kind of like my body's like, all right, she's gonna hold me up. I think I can stretch a little deeper. Let's come up. That's just me. If that doesn't work for you, you can hold the chair or whatever works, right? Extend and hinge. That just is what works for me. And we're breathing and we're smiling. And up we go. Okay, we're going to do the other side. So we're going to take that knee and we're going to open it up nice and wide, feeling that inner thigh stretch, sitting up tall. Do you see how I just realized I was kind of slumped down, and I pulled my belly in, I lifted up, I pulled my shoulders down. I'm remembering all of this. Even though we're kind of working into legs right now, we got to keep that upper body nice in proper form. All right, let's let that knee fall down first towards the floor. I kind of moved to the edge of my chair just a little bit to give that leg some space to drop down. And now I'm going to push that foot back behind me, lifting my heart up. Relax this glute back here, so we don't want to have that gripped. We want to kind of relax it. Bring your hands to your heart. All right, let's release. And we're going to do that one more time. Are we ready? Back of the kneecap towards the ceiling. Heart is lifted, hands at heart. We're breathing here. Now, if you want to add those goalpost arms, do it. If you don't, leave it out. And then we're gently going to look up towards the ceiling as we're breathing. Just one more breath here and come down. And we're going to face forward. Now that same leg that we just stretched the front of it, we're going to stretch the back of it. Extend it out. Toes are to the ceiling. Leg is straight though, without locking the knee. My hands are going to be right here on my thighs for support. Lengthen and hinge. And smile. Lift it up, and we're going to do that one more time. Lengthen and hinge. All right. Very good. Let's go ahead and grab a sip of water. All right. So we're going to move towards the edge of our chair and heel toe those feet nice and wide. Okay? All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hinge forward and hold on to those thighs. Now, if you want to stay right here and have your hands on the thighs, that's fine. So as we twist, what you're basically going to be doing is twisting your shoulders, okay? And that's just fine. But if you're with me, what we're going to do is we're going to take our hands down to the floor. All right? So another straddle forward fold, but we're in the chair this time. Now, take your left hand and put those fingertips right under your face. And your other arm is going to twist it open. Okay? So you're twisting open. Again, action happening at the rib cage. The arm is not that high up. It doesn't matter. Take that hand back. Replace the one that's on the floor. And we're going to twist open the other way. We're going to put that hand back down and we're going to twist again. Put that hand back down last time. Twisting it open. So we're really getting into the legs. We're getting into the side waist. You should feel a lot of muscles working through this. Let's put those hands down. Okay, now heel toe your feet back together. And then you're going to place one hand on your thigh, the other hand on the thigh. Tuck your chin and roll it up to seated. How'd that feel? Good? Okay. So we're going to take this hand and we're going to bring it to the outside of the knee. Other hand is going to come back behind, extend, and twist. So it's just a gentle little twist. We're going to face forward and we're going to do the other side. We've done so many crescent lunges, I think we're just going to leave that out this time. Extend the spine long and look over. And we're going to do this seated twist instead of the crescent lunge. And face forward. Very good. Let's extend that left leg out. Toes to the ceiling. Pyramid pose. Lift and sink into it. Feeling the back of the leg stretching, right? Tuck your chin and roll it up. We're going to do that kind of that wave motion again. We're going to smile and extend. Down we go. Tuck the chin. Lift it up. We got one more like this. Extend and down we go. And we're going to tuck that chin and up we go. Very good. Okay, that same leg. Remember, we're going to move into pigeon pose. So if you like, keeping this ankle to ankle, that's fine. Just leave this leg where it is, and I'm just crossing that ankle. Or if you're with me, I want to take my ankle and put it behind my knee. So seated pigeon pose. Extend the spine long first and let your heart fall forward. Hands are on the thighs there for support. You should feel this hip and glute stretching right here. Kind of that same wave motion. Let's tuck the chin and roll it up. And let's do that again. Extend the spine long. Let that heart fall forward. Tuck the chin. Roll it up. Then let's do that one final time. Extend the spine first. Let the heart fall forward. Tuck the chin. And roll it up. All right, let's do pyramid pose on the other side. Here we go. Extend this leg long, toes are to the ceiling, lift, let the heart fall forward. I'm holding onto my thighs for support, letting that heart fall, and then I'm going to tuck my chin and I'm going to roll it up nice and slow. Head comes up, extend the spine long, belly is tight, let's roll it down. Tuck the chin, kind of that feeling of the ocean. We're rolling it back up. Last time, extend. Let the heart fall forward. Tuck the chin, roll it up. And release. Okay, pigeon pose. Remember, ankle to ankle is a great option if this works for you. Ankle to knee is another option if it works for you. My hands are on my thighs. Extend the spine. Let that heart fall forward. Keep the back flat. Now, tuck your chin. Let the head fall and roll it up. Extend the spine long, belly button to spine. Let that heart fall forward. Are you smiling? Tuck the chin. Roll it up. Last time, up we go. Let that heart fall forward. Tuck that chin. Roll it up. And release. All right, go ahead and sit back in your chair. You can lean back now if you want to. I prefer not to, but it is all up to you. Our hands are going to rest lightly on my thighs. I'm going to lift my palms up to the ceiling. Extend the spine long. Take a deep breath in. And on an exhale, we're going to let our eyes just close or soften. Work and play. Your work enables you to play, and your play enables you to work. Don't skip either one, and you'll soon end up doing neither one very well. It is by being useless for a while that you get inspired to become more useful. It is by being useful that you can earn the time and resources to occasionally be useless. A common saying is that all work and no play makes you dull and boring. And it's just as true that all play and no work makes you absolutely intolerable. So switch it up. Give yourself the work that sustains you and the play that relaxes and invigorates you. No matter how enjoyable your work may be, it is still work, and your best strategy is to see it as such. No matter how highly focused your play may be, treat it as the play it is. Whether it's work or play, go all in, and then after a while, set it aside. Give yourself life the benefit of healthy balance. All right, go ahead and open your eyes. Let that right ear fall towards the right shoulder. And drop the chin to the chest. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Drop your chin towards your chest. Drop the right ear towards the right shoulder. Reach up with the right hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that left hand down towards the floor. Release it. Drop your chin towards your chest. Hands reach up. Give the head a gentle tug. Release it. Left ear to left shoulder, reach up with left hand. Give the head a gentle tug as you press that right hand down towards the floor. Release it. Bring your hands to your heart. Honoring one another, we say Namaste. Thank you so much for joining today. Remember, it's Bottoms Down Chair Yoga on YouTube. Please subscribe, leave me a comment, and I will see you next time.